Hey everybody, James here again. I'm doing shop time number 2. So in 1989, I graduated from high school. Went in the Army 2 months later. Became a combat engineer. Went to down to the Middle East during operations Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Served with the Cav Regiment in the war. Saw a lot of action. Uh, Still suffer a lot from the effects of that war. When I left active duty, I took a job with Daco, the factory where my dad worked. So I worked there until the plant closed. It was really sad to watch. I saw my dad. He got another job, but he drove a truck for a while, and I could tell he was depressed. A lot of folks I knew, they succumbed to alcohol and drugs. A lot of Actually, a couple of guys committed suicide after the plant closed. Folks lost their retirement, or what they had invested in their retirement uh, through their pension. At that time, they had a pension, and so they didn't get to retire. They didn't get to collect their pension. So after I witnessed and experienced this loss, this plant closing, and folks losing their job, it got me involved in politics, mainly progressive politics. I saw and witnessed firsthand the effects of NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. And I realized pretty quickly that this wasn't about free trade. It was about protecting investors and their money, because most of those jobs at my plant went overseas. It was outsourced to low-wage countries such as China, Mexico, India. So since NAFTA was passed in 1992, what once was a path to prosperity and a good, solid middle-class life, we've lost that. Union membership has declined. We've seen it in other areas in the country where if you're a working person, your quality of life, your standard of living has actually gone down. And that shouldn't be the case in this country. The Republican Party and Donald Trump, they are not for working people. These people, like Trump, these billionaires, these people don't work. They live off other people's labor. That's what they do. So this idea that the Republicans and Donald Trump are going to help working people is a farce. It's all smoke and mirrors, because it's not going to happen. I think manufacturing on a mass scale in this country, those days are over. I think we've got to reinvent the economy for working people, you know, through whatever means, through information technology, tourism, whatever. People need to be able to make a living and have dignity and be able to retire with dignity and have health care insurance and so on and so forth.